Okay guys, so the last thing we're going to do for our week 2 deep dive is going to be to code our info sprite. So to begin, we're going to click on the yellow events tab and we're going to use when green flag clicked. After, we're going to go inside the blue motions tab and we're going to add a go to. We're going to make x -18 and our y 271. This can later be changed once we're able to test this out just to make sure that it's positioned exactly where we want to, but this is a good place to start. We're going to go into looks and we're going to hide it. And then we're going to go into variable and we're going to go ahead and set info to 0. Next, we're going to go on to our yellow events tab and we're going to add a when I receive. We're going to click on what we have here and type in a new message, and we're going to add a go away button. We're going to go into looks and add a hide. Next, we're going to go to the events tab again, and we're going to add when I receive play. And we're also going to go into looks and hide it. Okay. So this just means that when we do click on the button again to hide the info, it'll activate this when I receive, and then it's going to hide it. And then when we actually play our game, we actually want this to hide as well. The last block of code that we're going to do is just going to create what happens when we're able to now see the information. So we're going to click on our yellow events tab. We're going to add a when I receive. We're going to change this to info. Next, we're going to go into control and we're going to add an if then else. So if we're going to go into operator and use the equal sign, change the 50 to a 0, and the empty bubble we're going to go into variable and add the info. So if info is 0, what do we want to do? Well, we want to go ahead and set our info to 1. Then we want to make sure it's in the correct layer. So we're going to add a go to front layer, and we want it to also show. Next, we're going to go into the variable, and we're going to set info speed to -22. Next, we're going to go into control and add a repeat underneath the set. And we're going to make this -22. Just 22. We're going to make the repeat 22. And then we're going to go inside of the blue motions tab and add a change y by. And we're going to then go into our variable tab and add info speed. And then we're going to add a change underneath. And we're changing info speed by 1. So once we've done this, this is what's going to happen when we're able to use our info speed, which is going to show up for us and is going to count down how long we can have it for. So the next thing we're going to do is, if it's not been pressed, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to set our info to 0. We're going to go into looks and add a go to front. We're going to go back into variable and we're going to set our info speed to 22. And then we're going to go ahead and add from control a repeat 10 that we're going to change to 22. The inside of this is going to be similar to this one, so I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate the inside and add it here. Okay. So then we're going to go ahead and change y by info speed, and we're going to change our info speed by -1. And then we're going to go into looks, and we're going to hide it. Okay. And with this completes everything that we need. Like I said, right now you're able to see what's able to happen to it, but once you click on the green flag, it's going to hide everything, and it's not going to work because we haven't coded our play button yet. So that's why just be careful not to click this if you do kind of want to see what's going to happen to it a little bit. But the only other thing that you guys have to worry about is on this, when green flag clicked, you can go ahead and go into looks and add a set size to 100% underneath the hide. And then you can just go ahead and play around with the size until you're happy with the size that it should be. So maybe I'll start with 200 and just go from there. And like I said, if you're not able to fully see this, that's perfectly fine. Later on, once we code the play button, you'll be able to test everything that you need out to make sure that it's all working. But after this, you guys are all set with our week 2 deep dive. Soon we will be starting to work on our week 3, which will probably help us complete our game and then allow us to test everything that we've been working on thus far.